Good morning, grade 5. How are you today? I hope you are enjoying your time at home. Today we will start a new topic, which is looking after pets. So I want you to open the learner's books, page 130, 131. We will start the use of English. We'll be talking about modals, exactly, must, should, have, and need to. So let me start. First of all, what are the modals? Modals are helping verbs that we use to show or to express our abilities, or to express possibilities or permissions or obligations. Now, modal phrases or semi-modals, they are a combination of auxiliaries or helping verbs plus prepositions. Now, what are the modals? Here we have some examples of modals like can, could, or be able to, may, might, shall, should, must, have to, will, and would. Now I will clarify the job of each auxiliary. Now, must, when we use must here, we are showing obligation or duty. For example, I must memorize all of these rules about modal verbs. Okay, so this is something which is a duty or a must for you. People must remain seated until the show is over. You must wear a seat belt at all times. Again, this is an obligation. Number 2, we use must to emphasize the necessity of something. When something is very important, we use must. Like humans must have drinking water at least every 2 days. You must give up smoking, it is bad for you. We must have a special permit to camp in the national park. You must study. Plants must have lights, and you must drive. And I want to remind you that whenever we have the subject, we don't care. Okay, if you have plural or singular pronouns or subject, must doesn't have any relationship with the plurality or singularity of the pronouns or the subjects. Then why we need to use must? We need to use it also to show or to express our strong recommendations. Now, for example, something that is highly recommended. For example, we really must get together for dinner sometime. Yeah, we must sit together for dinner one day. You must see the new Peter Jackson movie. It is fantastic. The ice cream here is delicious. You must try it. Try it, someone. Now let me move to should. And what is the difference between should and other auxiliaries? Should is a modal verb that is used to make recommendations or to give advice. Sometimes this advice could be late advice. It can also be used to express obligation as well as expectation. Now here we have, so if you expect something, or if you recommend something for other people, or you are showing your obligation towards something, you can use should. Now, for example, when you go to Berlin, you should visit places in Potsdam. Here you are giving a recommendation. You should focus more on your family and less on work. This is an advice. I really should be in the office by 7 o'clock. This is an obligation. By now, they should already be in Dubai. This is an expectation. You expect something in this sentence. Now, let's move to have to. Actually, have is not an auxiliary. It is a verb. It is a full verb, okay? And it is used here in the sentences for convenience. And I want you to keep in mind that whenever you are using have to, you should follow it with, or you should write after have to an infinitive verb, the base form of the verb. Okay, now here we are using have to say that something is obligatory or very important. Now, children have to go to school, for example. This is a must, or this is something very important. Again, in general, have to expresses impersonal obligation. The subject of have to is obliged or forced to act by a separate external power. For example, the law or school rules. Have to is objective. Look at these examples. Meaning, the main point here that have to is to express something very, very necessary or very obligatory. You cannot change it. Now, in France, you have to drive on the right. In England, most school children have to wear uniform. John has to wear a tie at work. These are some examples on how we can use have to. Now let me move to need. Need also here is also a full verb, a main verb. It is not an auxiliary, but we need to use it with to. So, as a modal verb, need is most typically used in negative sentences or in affirmative sentences with a negative meaning. It expresses absence of obligation or necessity, and it is followed by a bare infinitive, which is the infinitive form. So, when we use need, that means that the something or the object that we are talking about is not that much important or necessary. It is important, but not 100%. For example, you needn't worry about that. No one need be surprised, or no one need to be surprised at what happened. You need only just ask. You need to ask. I doubt whether I need help. Need as a main verb is followed by to infinitive and expresses that something is necessary. It can be used as an affirmative, negative, interrogative sentences. So again, if you are using need alone, that means the subject or the something that you are talking about is not that much important, but still you have to use the infinitive form after need. In case you are using need to, you have to use also infinitive verb after to, but the meaning is different here because you are talking about something important when you use need to. Do you have a minute? I need to talk to you about something. This is very important. Need to. I don't need to be told that I should lose weight. So that's it about modals, these 4 modals for today. Your homework is doing question 4 in your activity book, page 105. Wish you all the best and see you later.